the name Jesus.
Yes, indeed. The greatest name ever is the name called Jesus. We serve a living God. We serve the King of Kings. We serve a King that has never lost in battle. A very good evening to you and welcome to London's Metropolitan Station ABN Radio UK. This is Gospel Express with me, Kente, Kufuor. And also I've got my left hand pilot and my right hand pilot with me today. Well, you can hear their voices already. Let me just quickly introduce them. They are back in the house today. Ladies, I'll just leave you ladies to introduce yourself. Let me start with you, Stacey.
Hello, everybody. It's been a while. It's Stacey, and I'm back on your station, ready to praise and serve a living God.
Yes, indeed. And to my left, I've got the one and only Audrey. Audrey, how you doing?
I'm very well, Kente. How are you?
I'm good. I'm blessed. How's your week been so far?
That's good. The week's been very good.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had lots of opportunities and, God's favor. So everything's going well. And I hope you're all having a great weekend and you've had a blessed week as well.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You know what? The week has been good so far. The sun is out. The family, everyone is doing well. Family back home, everybody's doing well. Today we've got some special announcement for our dear listeners today. But we'll keep that a secret.
Yeah. Let's string it out a bit.
Let's tease them a little bit.
Let's string it out.
We deserve to do that. We've earned the right to do that.
Yeah, I think so.
Look, maybe you've got testimony today. Maybe it's your birthday and you would like to, or maybe it's your brother or your sister's birthday, you would like to shout them out. You can give us a call on 0208 1917078 or 0208 6707300. You can even WhatsApp or text us on 07887475 940. Once again, thanks for logging into London's Metropolitan Station. This is Gospel Express with me, Kente, Kufuor, Stacey, and Audrey. Keep logged in, and we'll be right back. God bless you.
They said you could have it, but God said it's yours. They said you wouldn't make it, but God said I'll open doors. They said it was over for you, but God said it has just begun. They said you might as well give up the fight, but God said the battle is already won. They walked on, they talked on you, they pressed, they relied on you, but in the midst of all of that, God still raised up a champion. In the midst of the hurt, in the midst of the pain, in the midst of distractions, He said you are the chosen one. They said you'll never be, but God says I'm raising you for my glory. They said you didn't have a dream, but God says you have purpose. They said this problem will never end, but God says I'm bringing you out, my child. They said you might as well throw in the towel, but God said the storm is just for a while. They walked on, they talked on you, they pressed, may have even lied on you, but in the midst of all of that, God still raised up a champion. In the midst of the hurt, in the midst of the pain, in the midst of distractions, He said you are. Oh yeah. You're gonna face hurt, you're gonna face pain, you're gonna face heartache, even some rain. You're gonna have ups, you're gonna have downs. People here today, but tomorrow they may not be found. You're gonna have tears, you're gonna be wronged, you're gonna have fears and may have to walk alone, but you gotta know you are the chosen one.
Just like Nehemiah, you may have to ask God for strength today.
You are the chosen one.
Strength to make it, strength to take it. The time was not in your
You
feet,
are
and behind your back.
Just like Samson, you may not understand the instructions, but you gotta obey. I know sometimes it may be hard to understand, but if God's gonna lead you, He's gonna take you all the way.
You may be like Moses, going to one man and raised by someone else. Oh, you gotta understand today that God just wanted you to give Him and God's purpose for your life.
Just like Abraham, you may have to walk alone and leave everything behind. Don't worry about it, 'cause God's got a plan for your life. Yeah. In the midst of hurt, in the midst of negativity, in the midst of distractions, even being misused, even though they said it, it does not mean it has to be, 'cause God has the last word on your life. You gotta know you are the chosen one. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are the chosen one. You're gonna face hurt, gonna face pain, gonna face heartache and even some rain.
You're gonna have up, you're gonna have down. People can be in your life today, but the more they can.
You're gonna have tears, you're gonna be wrong. You're gonna have tears and have to walk alone, but we just wanna let you know you are the chosen one.
Alright, so this song is my testimony. Amen. Can I share with you tonight? Alright, let's go. I am who I am because of you. If it had not been for you, tell me where would I be? I was lost and sinking deep in sin, but you reached out your hand and rescued me. No one else can do the things you do. There's no one else but you. I am who I am because of you. If it had not been for you, tell me where would I be? I was lost and sinking deep in sin, but you reached out your hand and rescued me. No one else can do the things you do. Oh God, there's no one else but you. So I say this. Oh no, oh no, oh no, no one else but you. Oh no, no trouble, oh no, no one else but you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Luigi McLean.
Never thought that you could love someone like me, to give up your life for me, yeah. You even go on and call me your very own. So grateful for your love, your mercy and grace. No one can do the things you do for me, yeah. No one else but you. Never thought that you could love someone like me, to give up your life for me, yeah. You even go on and call me your very own. So grateful for your love, your mercy and grace. No one can do the things you do for me. Oh, oh, no one else but you. Say, no, no trouble, no, no one else but you. Moko moko beni tamoko, no one else but you. Oh no, moko beni tamoko, no trouble, una fe no bonorie. Oh,
So good. You are so good, my Lord. You are so good. Hello, this is your boy Edward Amponsa, and whenever I'm in London, I listen to Kente Kufuor on the Gospel Express show each and every Thursday.
From the Sky News Centre at 8. Police estimate 5,000 people have turned up for the Grenfell Tower Silent Walk, exactly a year after the disaster. Earlier, a national minute silence was observed all across the country to remember those who died. Close to the scene, the pause lasted 72 seconds for each of those who lost their lives. 6 members of Nabil Shakir's family were killed.
We don't want to ever forget them and always remember them because they will always be in our hearts. Such lovely, beautiful angel people that should have never died.
Russia have opened the 2018 World Cup with a 5-0 hammering of Saudi Arabia. It's the biggest win for any host nation since Italy in 1934. Robbie Williams performed at the ceremony to mark the start of the tournament. The boss of Rolls-Royce says making the decision to cut more than 4,500 jobs has been quite horrendous. Managers and support staff will be mainly affected at the firm's headquarters in Derby. It's part of plans to save money as the engineering giant fights to meet financial targets. Chief Executive Warren East says some roles just aren't needed.
You have to separate out the people that are involved in making the components and assembling the components into engines. But another great chunk of our workforce is about management and corporate support. And we really have been very inefficient in that area.
5 teenagers who murdered a 17-year-old in a revenge attack in Kent have been jailed. They've been given between 16 and 24 years each. The New York Attorney General's office is suing Donald Trump and his charity foundation. The legal filing alleges there's been a pattern of persistent illegal conduct, including around the 2016 presidential election. He's called it a witch hunt. And Stranger Things actress Millie Bobby Brown has quit Twitter following a campaign of homophobic abuse. Anti-gay memes using the hashtag #TakeDownMillieBobbyBrown were shared on the site, along with Photoshop pictures of the 14-year-old. That's the latest. I'm Annie Green.
Consider that life wasted. Consider the heart ripped out of a family. Consider the potential never realized. Are these the things you consider when you carry a knife? It's not about street cred. It's about staying alive. Drop that knife. Save your life.
Hi, this is Rodney Hines.
And I'm Michael.
Join us on the Voice of Sports show each and every Saturday on ABN Radio.
We'll keep you bang up to date with all the latest football scores and we'll discuss all the big talking points in the world of sport. So don't forget, join us this Saturday, 4 till 6 on ABN Radio UK.
.com Solicitors. Solve all your problems. Your legal partner established in 2004. 14 years in the making. UK #1.
All immigration matters, all types of permanent residency, students and visitors, visa applications and extensions, marriage, civil partnership applications, family reunion, domestic workers, illegal entry, overstay. Our phone number is 0208 880 9000. Our website is
Tune in to the new ABN Breakfast Show from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. The London City Show has evolved into an all-new breakfast show with sizzling slices of juicy newsy current affairs served with junior jumbo-sized convos on issues you should be aware of. What did I just say? The ABN Breakfast Show, the Afropolitan breakfast you can't afford to miss.
ABN Radio.
London!
London's premier Afropolitan station.
All things are working for my good, yeah, 'cause he's intentional, never failing. I know that all things are working for my good, yeah, 'cause he's intentional, never failing. All things are working for my good. 'Cause he's intentional. He's intentional. Hey, and he's never failing. Never failing. All things are working for my good. For my good. He's intentional. He's intentional. Never failing. Never failing. All things are working. All things are working hey, for my good. All things are working for my good. Yes, they are. Yeah. All things are working for my good. All things are working for my good. All things are working for my good. Here's why. For my good. 'Cause he's intentional. He's intentional. That's it. And he's intentional. He's intentional. He's never failing. He's intentional. Thank you, God. 'Cause he's intentional. He's intentional. Never failing. Then again, say that all things are working for my good. Yes, they are. He's intentional. Yeah, never failing. Sing that out, say all things are working for my good. 'Cause he's intentional. He's intentional. Hey, and he's never failing. Never failing. All things are working for my good. Hey, all things are working for my good. 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 All right, hands up, say, we can smile 'cause we know it's working. Through the hurt and the pain, I know it's working for my good. I know it's working for my good. This my part. I don't have to worry 'cause it's working for me. Yeah, it's working for me. Yeah, and I believe it's working for me. I can smile again, and I don't have to worry 'cause it's working for me. Yeah, it's working for me. Yeah, it's working for me. Come on, sing that out and say that. I don't have to worry 'cause get your confidence back. Sing, I don't have to worry. It's working for me. Hey, my faith is rising now. It's working for me. And although I can't see how, it's working for me. I know that he's intentional. He's intentional. Yes, he is. He's intentional. He's been doing it for a long time. He's intentional. He's been doing it for a long time. He's intentional. And I can give him my trust now 'cause he's intentional. I can give him my praise now 'cause he's intentional. He's intentional. He's intentional. And he's never failing.
Bossy heading, I've been making it big. For somebody win, another loser, man, I'm a son of a kid. I've been making it big. Through Christ. I've been making it big. No doubt about that, I've been making it big. Through Christ, I've been making it big. I've been making it big. What I am is by the grace of God. God's blessings overshadow me. It never be me, so challenge make you no hate. Been through a lot to come this far. In my downtime, I had nobody but God. Fake friends said they got my back. When I look back, I saw nothing but black. And brother mini be there like, hi hater. Now they see me at the top, see you later. Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. Stay in him and you be high like a kite. If you walk by his word and you live by his way, and you trust only him and you stay at his feet, he will make you a king. Great and mighty is he. Once he heading, I'll be making it big. Cause I'm born a winner, not a loser, man, I'm a son of a kid. Once he hating, I'll be making it big. Cause I'm born a winner, not a loser, man, I'm a son of a kid. I'll be making it big. Through Christ, I'll be making it big. No doubt about that, I'll be making it big. I'll be making it big. Through Christ, I'll be making it big. I'll be making it big.
So the kind of who someone am I emotional? Because I don't want any chairman original. Or they will be out from the pastor to the criminal. When you need me, I would have me. Then I want your mouth. And yana man for beside me, how do you do it, bro? And yama horn didn't rap, you know, young strap. And for we say we pay ye and I will have a frat. Senako Posada was so I nadia will be Bibi will be battered. For your tongue. Forget the latter, boss of the massa where you're long. And Yama was safe for brother, not just so boo John. And Yanko Ponce Bunny for free and fill your forms. Don't pay when I whoop a day, massa. Make up your mind. The Christo football in your medium to night. If you God Almighty, they make up be the shine. Pass a sumache, massa brother, back high. Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. It's all about a man called Jesus. Yeah. He changed my life. Man, he turned my life around. It doesn't matter what you're going through. He came to die just for you to break through. The troubles in your man.
Yeah.
When I get you, I get punchy day.
Okay, you home, I bring you now. Or pay us some, or what's in my money, man. What's a situation I hid in the can and they invite you into no sooner you been your dinner.
What's he heading? I'll be making it big. Cause I'm born a winner, not a loser, man. Cause I'm born a winner, not a loser, man. I'm a I'll be making it big. I'll be making it big. Through Christ, I'll be making it big. I'll be making it big. No doubt about that, I'll be making it big. Through Christ, I'll be making it big. I'll be making it big.
You know what time of that?
Let's go.
It's what's the keen on it.
Although we struggle and trials and troubles still come our way, you won't forsake us. Your word has told us your promises will never end. Sing it again. It is good, it is good, it is good to give thanks to the Lord Almighty. To sing of your faithfulness and loving kindness day and night. To play on our instruments, sweet songs of praise, songs of praise. Hallelujah. It is good, it is good, it is good to give thanks to you. Why give him praise? Because he is worthy. Why shouldn't we sing? He loves you and me. Why give him thanks? Because he forgave us. Why celebrate? Because we are free. Then when should we thank him? Morning and evening. In what circumstance? The good and the bad. Is it always easy? No, it's not so easy. But is it good? Yes, it's good. It is good. It is good. So good. It is good. It is good. It is good to give thanks to.
Well, that was a big teaser. Can you guess who we got coming next week?
We got coming next week.
Well, that song gave it all away. That was the legendary Ron Canoli, and we have him coming here next week to be on the Gospel Express show. Can you believe that? Gospel legend Ron Canoli is going to be here.
This is going to be big, honestly.
It is. I'm excited. I mean, he was one of the major parts of the Rosanna music group back in the day in gospel industry. So I'm really, really excited to meet him, talk to him, see how he did it, you know, see where his motivation came from for all this music that he's written for the gospel industry. So I'm really excited.
Also, to look forward to like what he has coming out as well, like all the new stuff.
Yeah, because he's been silent for a while, so I'm looking forward to seeing what new stuff that he's gonna bring. I mean, what God's been doing in his life. I want to actually speak to him and see what God's been doing in his life and find out the challenges that he's probably had throughout this whole time that he's been like a pioneer in the gospel industry. So
how old is he now? He might probably be a bit like,
I have no idea, you know, but we'll ask
70,
him.
probably be around his 76 or maybe after 70. I mean, he's been around for quite a long time.
Because a lot of the songs that he did, like I wasn't even born around them times. So I was like, wow, this artist must have been here for a very long.
He's a legend, man. He's a legend.
Yes, indeed. Ramin Ron Canoli is a legend. Someone that he's been there, done it. Yeah. So what I think he was born in 1944.
1944.
1944.
The thing is, he started working as a full-time minister in 1985.
1985. Wow, he's blessed.
He's a blessed man.
And how aren't we blessed to have someone like a legend like that?
Yeah.
Joining us on the show next week.
Coming all the way from
California. Wow.
I'm excited.
I'm more than excited. I mean, I can't wait for next week's show. We've got Ron Canoli in the studio with us next week. So hopefully we're going to hear from the man himself. I think he's coming with his entourage. So we're going to hear from the man himself. But now let's enjoy ourselves with one of his old school songs.
Most popular track.
And I hope you at home
dancing, morning into day, 10 my morning into dancing. I remember when that song came on. I think I'll probably be in Ghana or something like that. One of them songs that you can listen to it over and over and over again. Okay. So to have him in the studio next week, is a blessing.
We've got to get him to do this live next week, man.
I think so.
We've got to get him to do this morning.
I think so. I think we can get him to do it because he's coming with his entourage. So
even if it's an acapella, I'll be satisfied with that.
Why not? I tell you what, let's listen to he turned my morning into dancing because definitely come Thursday he's going to turn someone's morning into dancing. God bless you.
He's turned my morning into dancing again. He's lifted my sorrow. I can't stay silent. I must sing for his joy has come. He
Right, that was Ron Kinoli. He turned my morning into dancing. So hopefully, come Thursday next week, he's going to turn someone's morning into dancing. I mean, there's someone that's been in the game for quite a long time. He started way back, in 1995. So for us to have him in the studio next week at ABN Radio UK Gospel Express with me, Kente, Kufuor, Stacey and Audrey, trust me, is going to be a blessing. Look, comes Thursday, you can take this number down, give us a call on Thursday. If you want to ask Ron Canoli a question, you can do that on 0208-191-7078 or 0208-670-7300. You can even WhatsApp or text us on 0788747594 on Gospel Express next week between 7 and 9 when Ron Canoli will be in the house. God bless you and keep locked in.
Consider that life wasted. Consider the heart ripped out of a family. Consider the potential never realized. Are these the things you consider when you carry a knife? It's not about street cred. It's about staying alive. Drop that knife. Save your life. What do you like for breakfast?
Well, it depends what mood I'm in. If I'm happy, I like a little bit of porridge with banana.
I'm Captain Obvious.
Healthy. If I'm in a
Me, I like a bit of fruit. .com. So what?
I love a cinnamon and raisin bagel, some scrambled eggs, and a.
I say nice English breakfast.
Salad, fruit, and orange.
I like wholemeal bagel with a bit of cream cheese on it and some bacon and then some avocado. And on the side, I like to have
fried egg with bacon, with baked beans, toast.
I normally take my cocoa. Yeah, I'm a Ghanaian. I'm a typical Ghanaian, so I like my cocoa. I'm not too sure. I normally don't eat breakfast.
It doesn't matter how you like your breakfast, or you may not like breakfast at all, but you will love the sound of your radio when the breakfast is Afropolitan. Watch out for the new ABN Radio Breakfast Show with Efuadum. ABN Radio, London's Afropolitan radio station.
The Discourse on ABN Radio, engaging our community with discerning conversation.
Join me, Esther Alade, on The Discourse, where we will be redefining perspectives with authentic analysis.
Join The Discourse from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. on ABN Radio.
This Friday and every Friday on ABN Radio, London's Afropolitan radio station.
ABN Radio.
London!
London's Afropolitan radio station.
Come on, let's celebrate Jesus. Woo! Come on. Jesus, you have been so good. You are so good. Jesus, you have been, Jesus, you have been so good. You are 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 so, yeah. You are so good. You are so good. You are so, yeah. You are so good. So good, you are so good. Jesus, you are being so good. You are so good. Hey, Jesus, you have been so good to me. Yeah, you are so good. You are so, yeah. You are so good. You are so good. You've been so good to me, yeah. You are so good. You are so good. You are so, yeah. You are so good. 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 Right. still there. God, I know you never change. God, you are still the God, I know you never change. Ancient of days, Abba, as old as you are, you never change. You are still the God, I know you never change. Ancient of days, as old as you are, you never change. You are still, you never change. You are still the God. You are still the God. I know you never change. You are still the God. Oh yeah. You are still the God. I know you never change. Ancient of days. Ancient of days. You never change. As old as you are. You never change. You are still the God. I know you never change. Ancients of days, you never as old as you are, you are still the God. I know you never change. As old as you are. Now we're gonna call the name of God in the Hebrew language. Are you ready? Yahweh, 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 Yahweh. What's his name? Yahweh, Yahweh. I said, what's his name again? Yahweh, Yahweh. He's a mighty, He's a mighty Lord and King. He's a mighty God. He's a mighty Lord and King. He's a mighty. Now let's try again. I said, what's his name again? Yahweh, 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 Yahweh. He's a mighty Lord and King. He's a mighty God. He's a mighty. He's our Lord. He's a maker. Come on. Hey. He's a mighty God. He's a mighty. He's our Lord and King. He's a mighty God. He's a mighty, 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 mighty. Hey, oh, your cobra, he's a mighty God. He's a mighty. He's a mighty. He's a mighty, yeah. Oh, hail the King, yeah. Oh, hail the King, yeah. Oh, hail the King, yeah. Hey, da 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 da.
Yes, indeed, we serve a mighty God. Yes, we did. We serve a God that's never lost in battle. We serve a God that can change any situation that you're going through around. We serve a God that opens the door. Nobody can close that door. We serve a door when God, when He decides to close that door, nobody can open it. I'm telling you the truth. God bless you if you just logged into London South Station ABN Radio UK. This is Gospel Express with me, Kente, Kufuor, and also I've got with me in the studio two beautiful, lovely ladies. I've got Stacey sitting right next to me, and also I've got Audrey in the studio with me too. But we've still got about 30 minutes to go. You can also give me a call. Maybe you've got a testimony. You can call me on 0208 1917 or 0208 6707300. You can even WhatsApp or text me on 07887475 940. Just in case you've not heard the good news, we've got Ron Kenoli all the way from the States visiting us in London. So Ron Kenoli will be in the studio come next week Thursday between, I think we'll try and bring down the show down a little bit, probably between 6:30. I'll get back to you on that one. I'll find out from our bosses. Yes, Ron Kenoli will be in the studio Thursday. I'll probably say between 6:30 to 8:30. So please, no matter what you are doing, try not to miss that interview, because you know what? We all know what Ron Kenoli is about. He's been around for quite a long time. So we've got a lot of quality question. That's a quality question. We've got some good questions to ask for Ron Kenoli. Look, I even stated, I found out today that he used to be an actor, or he tried to. Audrey, was he an actor or he auditioned? What happened?
Well, I didn't look too much into it because I just wanted to wait for him to get here so I could ask him. But I did read that he acted in a film called The Bill Collector.
The Bill Collector.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No, I have this feeling it's something related to God.
We need to watch that. I will trust Stacey. We'll try and watch The Bill Collector. Yeah, we'll definitely have to research because. Well, is he coming to London to get the bills paid?
No, I think what it was, this was one of the films that he did like later on in his years.
Okay.
And they just put it up to say these are the films that he did.
Apparently, he's into the ministry now, so
yeah.
we got a lot of questions for Ron Kenoli.
Definitely.
Stacey, are you looking forward to it?
I am. I'm really excited. I'm just excited to be meeting a legend, to be honest.
Oh, you got a legend. Kente, I'm sitting right next to you.
I'm talking about an old school legend, gospel legend.
Right, for I'll just Audrey, I'm saying.
You tried it.
I tried it.
You
I
tried
had
it.
to try it.
Yeah, not you.
Right. So next week, please don't mix it between 6:30 to 8:30. Ron Kenoli will be in the studio. God bless you. Keep logged in. Like we said, if you've got a testimony, give us a call. God bless you.
Top. up in the morning, sing your praises. I'm gonna praise you, my Lord. I'm gonna sing that beautiful song, yeah. I'm gonna sing that beautiful song, yeah. Cause you've been so good to me, yeah. Lord, you all I need, yeah. And you are that friend in need, yeah. Lord, you are my Prince of Peace, yeah. So I'm gonna praise you. I'm gonna praise you. I'm gonna bow for your throne and sing. So we're singing hallelujah. Every day we're singing praising. Hallelujah. Like we praise. We're singing hallelujah. Hallelujah. Every day we're singing praises. We're singing hallelujah. Hallelujah. Like we go crazy. As I wake up in the morning, I sing your praises. I'm gonna dance to you, my Lord. I'm gonna do that beautiful dance, Lord. I'm gonna do that beautiful dance, Lord. Cause you've been so good to me, yeah. Lord, you all I need, yeah. And you are the friend indeed, yeah. Lord, you are my Prince of Peace, yeah. So I'm gonna praise you, I'm gonna bless you, I'm gonna bow before your throne and say, we're singing hallelujah, every day we're singing praise, hey, like we gonna be crazy, hallelujah, every day we're singing praise, we're singing hallelujah, hallelujah, like we go crazy.
Give me the microphone in front of me. Let the Lord be good, come and join me. And let us sing your hallelujah praise to the Almighty. I give the pig, they tell you about big it there. Now let me hear you sing along. Jesus, my number one king. Rhyme first of pastor coming too hard with my tambourine. I don't give a damn, cause he's the only friend that I need. My master, savior, the one I believe. My protector, he be my shield. My happiness, yeah, he guarantees. No negativity. Every day, every night, positive energy. Yeah, and I know that you're feeling it. Alright, yeah, no diggity. No doubt, let me hear you all shout. Hallelujah, praise you, we're going all out.
Oh God, all humanity, oh yeah. Find shelter in the shadow of your wings. You feed us from the anointing of your grace. I will sing hallelujah, I will shout, ooh, cause you've been so good to me, yeah. Lord, you all I need, yeah. And you are that friend in me, yeah. Lord, you are my Prince of Peace, yeah. I'm gonna praise you, I'm gonna bless you, I'm gonna bow before your throne and say, hey, so I will sing, hey, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, I will sing and shout, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, sing, I will 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 sing.
Come on, sing along with me. Off the pads, I'm singing along with me. I know you're feeling it. Alright, yeah, no diggity, no doubt. And I will sing and shout.
Consider that life wasted. Consider the heart of the family ripped apart. Consider the potential never realized. Are these the things you consider when you carry a knife? It's not about street cred or respect. It's about staying alive. Drop that knife and save a life. Went and slowly, supporting all family and young people.
It was a well-paying job, respectable, wearing a suit and tie every day. But I drank 24/7. Drank on the way to work, drank at work.
I never could come to terms with admitting that I had an alcohol problem or a pill problem.
I decided to get clean, and so I went to the Narconon program.
Not only did I handle my drug addiction, I completely knew how to live life.
Call Narcanon today at 01435 512 460. 01435 512 460.
Mixpiration with Bright every Sunday evening from 6 to 8 p.m. is just fun. It's exciting. It's a mix of contemporary R&B and pop gospel music right here on ABN Radio. Enjoy great themes every Sunday evening with Bright on Mixpiration. A blend of great inspiring songs just for your Sunday evening relaxation. Tune in from 6 to 8 p.m. This and every Sunday. They're on ABN Radio, London's Afropolitan radio station. What do you like for breakfast?
Well, it depends what mood I'm in. If I'm happy, I like a little bit of porridge with banana because I'm feeling healthy. If I'm in a...
Me, I like a bit of fruit. Nice apples, sliced apples.
I
and
love
banana.
a cinnamon and raisin bagel, some scrambled eggs, and a...
I say nice English breakfast.
Salad, fruit and orange
I
juice.
like wholemeal bagel with a bit of cream cheese on it and some bacon and then some avocado. And on the side, I like to have
Fried egg with bacon, with baked beans, toast.
I normally take my cocoa. Yeah, I'm a Ghanaian. I'm a typical Ghanaian, so I like my cocoa.
I'm not too sure. I normally don't eat breakfast.
It doesn't matter how you like your breakfast, or you may not like breakfast at all, but you will love the sound of your radio when the breakfast is Afropolitan. Watch out for the new ABN Radio Breakfast Show with Kufuor. ABN Radio, London's Afropolitan radio station.
This is ABN Radio, projecting rich African culture through the power of radio.
You are so good. You are so good, my Lord. You are so good. Hello, this is your boy Edward Amponsa, and whenever I'm in London, I listen to Kente Kufuor on the Gospel Express show each and every Thursday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. only on ABN Radio.
Tell it everywhere I go. Tell it. Yeah, I'm a billboard. Tell it, and I'm broadcasting like a radio. Tell it, you ought to know. I'm brand new.
I know one thing's true. I don't even really deserve to know you, but I'm a witness that you did this, and I'm brand new. So I'm ready to go, and I'ma tell the world what they need to know. A slave to myself, but you let me go. I tried getting high, but it left me low. You did what they could never do. You cleaned up my soul and gave me life. I'm so brand new, and that's all that matters. I ain't love you first, but you first loved me. In my heart, I cursed you, but you set me free. I gave you no reason to give me new seasons, to give me new life, new breathing. But you hung there bleeding. You died for my lies and my cheating, my lust and my greed. What is a man that you mindful of him? And what do I have to deserve this loving?
Trying to make the moments last, holding on to the past. But like a hero in a dream, Christ came and he rescued me. Now I'ma tell the world, I'ma tell it everywhere I go. Tell it. Yeah, I'm a billboard. And I'm broadcasting like a radio. Tell the world you ought to know. I'm brand new.
I can't offer you nothing, but your carry kindness keep coming. And your love is so unconditional. I get butterflies in my stomach. I got the old me in the rear view. Got a new me, got a clear view. I was so dead I couldn't hear you. Too deep in sin to come near you. But you drew me in, you clean me up. To take me home, beam me up. Before you do, just let me tell the truth and let these folks know that I done seen your love. And it's everlasting, infinite. It goes on and on, you can't measure it. Can't quench your love, that can't separate us from the love of God. There's no estimate. My face look the same, my frame and rearranged, but I'm changed. I promise I ain't the same. Your love so deep, you suffered and took pain. You died on the cross to give me a new name. Ain't nothing like I seen before. I got a beam and glow. I was low down and dirty, but you clean me, Lord. You adopted me, you keep rocking me. I'ma tell the world and ain't nobody stopping me.
Trying to make the moments last, holding on to the past. But like a hero in a dream, Christ came and he rescued me. Now I'ma tell the
Christ, he's a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come. Yeah. Brand new.
I'ma tell the world, tell them. I'ma tell it everywhere I go. Tell the world, tell them. Yeah, I'm a billboard. Tell the world, tell them. Broadcasting like a radio. Tell the world you wanna know. I'm brand new. I was blinded, you gave me eyes to see. I was going under, you reached out to me. No, there's nothing you won't do to pick me up and pull me through. Every hour, 8 days a week, yeah. Your love is like a fountain, it'll never run dry, it'll never run dry. Your love is moving mountains every day of my life, every day of my life. Can I get a witness? We want glory, but can't measure up. We try money, but don't get enough. We fill our sky with fading lights, trying to guide us through the night. But you're the one thing that'll carry us, because your love is like a fountain. It'll never run dry, it'll never run dry. Your love is moving mountains every day of my life, every day of my life. Can I get a witness? So much love, so much grace, come on now. Can I get a witness? Somebody in this place, come on now. Can I get a witness? So much love, so much grace, come on now. Can I get a witness? Somebody in this place, come on now. Can I get a witness? Ooh, your love is like a fountain. It'll never run dry, it'll never run dry. Your love is moving mountains every day of my life, every day of my life. Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? Oh, can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? Oh, can I get a witness? Hey, can I get a witness? Oh, yeah. Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness?
Yes, indeed. If you believe that the love of God can move mountains, if you believe that the love of God can move every situation, every dark situation that you find yourself in at this present moment, then can I get a witness? Just say amen to it. God bless you. God bless you. Amen. Audrey.
Yes.
That was a beautiful song.
That was amazing.
I mean, you were surprised. The look on your face, you were surprised.
Because it's like, you don't really hear much gospel artists doing music in this type of way.
Indeed. Yes,
so
indeed.
to hear something different, you know, I was just like, wow, I have
You were
to
like,
play
what,
this again.
Kente, where did you get this one from? I've been doing a lot. I've been doing a lot of my research. You know when you're doing. Normally, what I do is I take time probably about
Yeah.
2-3 hours, and I go through all these songs and the one that I think
Yeah.
I'm inspired by it, I pray about it as well.
Yeah.
So sometimes some of these songs will come in and you listen to something else. I always want to
Yes.
give our dear listeners something different.
Yeah, it's
And
good.
so like, oh, okay, this is different.
Yeah.
And
This is very
it's
different.
definitely different.
Like my head did not stop rocking forward. I said, wow, what is this man got?
I tell you what, your head is not going to stop rocking because next week, like we said,
Yeah.
next week we've got Ronkin Lolly in the house.
I can't wait for that.
Ronkin, I can't believe it that we've been able to get Ronkin Lolly to walk into the studios of ABN Radio UK. That's dope.
Wow. How did you do it? Tell us, like, how?
Oh, let me keep that a secret. I've got contacts, you know.
Oh, okay.
My bosses, they've got contacts. So, so yes, indeed. If you just tune in, if you just logged in to London's Metropolitan Station ABN Radio UK, the good news is we're going to have Ron Kinoli all the way from the States in the studio next week, Thursday. So
Yes.
please
Stay tuned, please.
keep logged in. Don't miss it. Ron Kinoli is going to be in the house, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm excited. I'm really excited.
I'm blessed.
Yeah, I'm blessed. I mean, we'll try and get him to sing the songs without
Yeah.
playing it. So he's going to be like, we want to feel the presence of God
Definitely.
in the studio come
I think it's going to
Thursday.
be phenomenal here.
Yes, indeed. All right, listen. Our time is fast spent. You know, when you're having fun, then the time just goes so.
I
know. But let's try and, let's try and get through maybe 1 or 2 songs before we go. The next coming up is touring Wales and Hills and Valley. That's something that it goes to the family in Luton. God bless them. Thanks for their support. And also it goes to my sister all the way in Tottenham. Sis, Mrs. Rodmonte, a very good evening to you if you are listening to me right now this moment in time. God bless you, and thanks for logging in. We'll be right back with more. God bless you.
And I felt the pain of heartbreak, and I've seen the brighter days, and I've prayed prayers to heaven from my lowest place, and I have held your blessings. God, you give and take away. No matter what I have, your grace is enough. And no matter where I am, I'm standing in your love. On the mountains, I will bow my life to the one who set me there. In the valley, I will lift my eyes to the one who sees me there. When I'm standing on the mountain, I didn't get there on my own. When I'm walking through the valley, I know I am not alone. You're God of the hills and valleys, hills and valleys, God of the hills and valleys, and I am not alone. I've watched my dreams get broken. In you I hope again. No matter what, I know I'm safe inside your hands. On the mountains I will bow my life to the one who set me there. In the valley I will lift my eyes to the one who sees me there. When I'm standing on the mountain, I didn't get there on my own. When I'm walking through the valley, I know I am not alone. You're God of the hills and valleys, hills and valleys, God of the hills and valleys, and I am not alone. Father, you give and take away every joy and every pain. Through it all,
Yes, indeed. As Christians, we are not alone, Audrey. I mean, we do Christians sometimes we do go through a lot, but I mean, it's a testify. We need to testify to the glory of God, and I mean, this song is a testimony that, you know what, God's still there with us.
He is, isn't it? He is. I mean, this person, like. I
mean, the songs that they come up with sometimes, it's just inspirational. It inspires us on a daily basis. That's what time will permit us for today. God bless you, and thanks for logging into London's Afropolitan station ABN Radio UK, Gospel Express with me, Kente, and Audrey, and also Stacey, God bless you. Have a lovely weekend, and please don't forget to join us same time next week, because we've got Ronkin Lonely in the house next week Thursday. God bless you. Keep locked in, and have a good evening. Bye bye.
ABN Radio, London's Afropolitan radio station. More news, more information. This is ABN News on the Hour.
It's been a day of remembrance for the survivors of the Grenfell Tower fire. Former residents and close friends of the 72 people who died placed white roses at the foot of the building to mark the first anniversary. Some mourners wore T-shirts and photos with loved ones on them, while others clutched green scarves, the symbol of Grenfell solidarity. Avondale Park Primary School lost a dozen pupils, staff or people who had a connection to it, while these students still aren't in permanent accommodation.
We are doing okay. We're all trying to find a house to live in.
We just keep moving forward but not forgetting.
Russia have recorded the biggest World Cup win for any host nation in an opening match since Italy in 1934. They hammered Saudi Arabia 5-0 in Moscow. Theresa May could still have to deal with a rebellion by her MPs on Brexit plans after ministers were accused of changing a compromise agreement. The government tabled an amendment earlier following talks with pro-EU Conservative backbenchers. The group's demanding a greater role for the House of Commons in the event the Prime Minister fails to agree a withdrawal deal with the EU. Solicitor General Robert Buckland thinks the PM has delivered on her promise.
Although I accept that the final terms of this amendment aren't precisely what my friends want, I do think now the Lords have the opportunity to debate it, and of course ultimately we can reconsider it again.
A 16-year-old's been arrested after a school was evacuated because of a noxious substance. Police were called to Builth Wells High and Powell's yesterday after reports a corridor was full of smoke. Several pupils and teachers showed various symptoms. The Queen and the Duchess of Sussex have shared a giggle as they opened the Mersey Gateway Bridge in their first official joint engagement. Meghan sat with Her Majesty during the ceremony and the pair appeared to be swapping jokes. And a study's found 7 out of 10 births take place outside the working day. Researchers looked at more than 5 million deliveries in England. That's the latest. I'm Annie Green.
Consider that life wasted. Consider the heart ripped out of a family. Consider the potential never realised. Are these the things you consider when you carry a knife? It's not about street cred. It's about staying alive. Drop that knife. Save your life.